Hi everyone, welcome back to Pure Song Garden, episode 2, and so far there isn't really much going on, but little tidbits here and there. So first we have our main character named Kanata, who doesn't really seem interested much because everything's the same, boring, the usual. Well, that is until he saw Ai, because Ai is like a different kind of virtual idol. She's like the next generation, and it's to the point where Ai is almost human-like in terms of voice and appearance. So we'll also see that our main character lives with this girl named Kuon, who he always works with. It's pretty much with her for most of their life, and it's to the point where she feels comfortable clinging onto him, and he has to tell her to, hey, you're getting too close. And finally, we have this girl named Asuka who likes to collect sound effects for her music. So right now it looks like all three are going to head off to this place called N3. That's Music Media Mix Mate. Let's see how it goes from here. So this place is also the gateway to the Daiba area, and it's usually where we meet up. Okay, so he looks up and he sees this big VR display, and it tells them I think it's like a train station or something. It tells them like which platform it's on and the destination and what time it leaves. And so right now we have Asuka in front of us, and I think she's talking about what she was doing earlier with the sound effects. It's like well, you know, if you have the headphone type, whatever I'm doing, it probably got streamed over to your headset, right? So I'm not really sure what's going on. I think he's mentioning about how her headset, she's changed the model of her headset to something that's more of like the earbud type. Okay, so if you take a look at what's Asuka wearing now, so now that she's not doing sound effect collection, she changed her like VR headset to something that resembles more of an earbud type, like just like what Kuon's wearing. So when I say so, my eyes turn to the ears of Asuka. Isn't that cute? So in this sense, our main character is the one that's still wearing the traditional headset type for the VR device. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Okay, so Kuon-san, well, I think it's kind of charming. Wait, me? Charming? Well, I mean charming as in the ear, not Kuon-san. Or not Kuon. But you know, Kuon-san as a whole is charming. Isn't that true? Although they're murmuring for a moment, I'll calm down an accurate follow-up to Asuka. So I'll reply correctly to Asuka. Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't think it's so far. So when we're talking about headsets and how Kuon and Asuka are wearing the earbud types, they come, well, it fits you really well. It makes you look charming. And Kuon pretty much just, oh really? So I look really charming if I wear this? Or I'm charming as a whole person. And I'm pretty sure she wants the main character Kanata to say that to her. She's like, well, if that's true, but you know, I'm not really that much charming. So So I care about the perception of the ears, so that it looks embarrassed. Well, I think such a gesture is charming, but unfortunately this person has no consciousness. So they go, well, you do look charming, but you don't act charming, so that doesn't count. Okay, so I think they took the train over to the Diva area. It's like, this is a Diva area. It's constructed through reclaimed land over the coastal area, and it's basically a general term that encompasses several islands. So basically, they basically combined several islands together, and they did landfill to make the island like one big piece of land. So this land is filled with many apartments and a school, and they're connected together by one big bridge. So if you look in the scenery, you see that there's all these high-rise buildings. These are all apartments. And in a sense, this is like a pedestrian walkway. And this walkway has no VR advertisements. And there's only a VR road sign. So like in a sense, it's a very calming place to walk. And for some reason, Ku mentions that I'm hungry, even though she just ate. So you should have eaten by the deck a short while ago. So I think she probably went to get her lunch, but she didn't get it at the end. I'm not really sure why. Or maybe when she saw Asuka, she changed her mind. So you go, well, I can't leave her waiting. And it's pretty rude to be eating while walking. That's true. So they go, well, I saw Asuka, so it meant that there was no time for me to buy something from the stall and eat. And wait, so looks like Kanata's eating Kuon's lunch, so the kebab. So Asuka's asking, so Kanata-senpai doesn't really eat? Well, oh, okay, so it looks like actually Kuon's eating while walking to the club room. While Kanata, he buys his lunch, he's like, well, I'll just eat after we arrive at the club room. So let's just walk over there first. I'm really sure why Kuon's not happy. And once again, Asuka's like, well, it's okay, but I think you look cute when you're like that. Well, yeah, as what Kuon-san said. Oops. Well, I can't fight back because I'm eating. So the line of sight that I remember earlier, and I stuck with the bishi bishi. So after crossing the moon bridge, we arrive at the educational institution, so the school. So it is the Ariake campus attached to Ariake Shinkai. Well, all these terms. I'm not really sure if I got any of them right. So the number of students entering and leaving is about half the usual time, but usually during the summer holidays there'll be more students. Okay, so we're now in the club room for the M3, and it looks like someone's here to greet us. And she's like, oh, so look who came. Well, welcome. Oh, hey, thanks. As the chief director, she's a pretty good boss as well as like a really good manager. And she does take it easy in some places. Well, after all, the director was coming today as well. So are you free? So it seems that she's already awake after finishing her nap. So Kuon's like, oh, good morning, Makoto-san. So I came to pick up Asuka-san as well, or Asuka-chan. Yeah, you know the kawaii is a hard work as well. It was a correct answer left by you. Well, come on, look at it this way. I'm her older sister, in a sense.
Oh, come on! You know I love you!
Okay, so once again, apparently, the way that Kuon acts like I'm the sister, it kind of gains some attention. And this other person's like, well, you don't stare too bad. Right, Kanata? Well, I don't mind, but I do have some concern about the shape of Kuon. What's wrong? So it looks like Takami senpai is as smart as ever, says Asuka. So well, we're supposed to be here to talk about the music that Asuka's making, but it is kind of a rude speech to or like that's a rude way to talk to senpai. Oh yeah, I have to do it before I forget it. So I wonder what they're gonna be doing today in the club room. So I think they're writing a song for someone. So before I bite into my sandwich, I made the client who has that started. Like I say, it loads up a song that they're writing for someone, and so I wonder if he's like basically just auditioning it. Okay, so how about this piece? How is it now and then? So he just gives them the piece that that they're working on. It's like, well, here's what we have. Let's just continue. But for him, he's gonna go eat lunch first. That's quite convenient. So the director just comes up to me and aimed at the timing to finish the sandwich. So like as soon as he's done with the sandwich, the director just comes up right to him. Oh. It's like, oh, Yamaha, don't you think this is an example? So you can't really say much about the details, right? Oh, the details are still secret, but I'm currently capturing data. So they go, well, the piece right now, it's pretty general, the requirements are pretty vague, and we're still working on the details right now, but that's why it has to be kept secret for now. And for some reason, he's keeping it a secret from everyone. It's like, well, so it's like, well, he doesn't know about what the song is like, but he's trying to keep most of it under tight lid, maybe until it's finished. But since it's sometimes good to share with other people what you have so far, instead of waiting for the final product. So I've been so it's been almost 2 months since I was cooperating with some about Miss Ritsu. And so there's like 10 quotas per day is imposed, and debt acquisition has been made aggressive for one day. So like, I'm working with someone with this song, and we're collecting data, but there is a limit on how much data we can collect per day, and we've always hit the quota or the limit. Well, regardless of length, I record my favorite melody randomly and for my own library. So the data from the one which my musical preference was extracted, it can be said that it is my music. So the idea is that he does get all these samples, all these tracks, all these voices, pretty much any kind of sound, and then he just puts it in his library, and then he just mixes it together, and based on how it's arranged, it creates some kind of song or music. And it does remind me of that one presentation or some show from 1940s about Victor Bourget. He was showing people how music is composed these days. The fact that you basically use songs from your ancient composers, and then you just cut and paste, and he did show a demonstration, well, in a very interesting way, but then the final product came out sounding pretty good. Quite interesting. But then again, he's a musical prodigy. And I do like the fact that he was the one that made all these piano jokes up, and people actually try to replicate them today. So it's like, the data that he has is close to about 1,000 samples. 1,000 little bit of samples. And I think it's good enough to operate soon. It's like, I think there's enough samples. There's about 1,000, so maybe it's time that I start arranging it and putting it together.
ところで、今度の VR フェスについてだが、みんなはどうするつもりだ?
Okay, so that's one item on the agenda. It's like, next, so how about the VR festival? So what do we plan on doing?
それって、ピュアソングガーデンのことですよね?
Oh, so you mean the Pure Song Garden? Oh, okay, so Pure Song Garden actually means the festival where they showcase like the latest VR and idols. Yeah, so it's a large VR festival held in Daiba over 2 days, August 7, August 8. And the name of the event is called the Pure Song Garden. So every day I always watch that music video about I, and it was actually released as a promotion for the live stage performance in Pure Song Garden. Oh, okay. So that little video that I was watching in episode 1 was basically a promo video for the actual event. Oh, a live version of Aitan. I really want to go see her. Well, I do understand the feeling, but it is impossible to secure a good place right now. Okay, I don't know why this person is bringing this up. It's like, well, I'm talking about my part-time job, but I have a platinum ticket. Yeah, that's right. Well, there's more consultation in the lower country, as in Makoto. So, can I accommodate a ticket from your father by connection? Or like, can I get a ticket from your father to connection? So Shimoji, he's the father of Asuka and is the manager of this area. So 4 years from now, the Daiba area was separated from the administrative district, and a special district was aimed at comprehensively promoting and practicing various advanced techniques, such as VR, the automatic driving technique, AI was born. I'm not sure what all this is, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about how this Daiba area was a place where they can develop the latest tech, which included VR, driveless vehicles, and AI. And well, that is the coastal area. It's the common name. It's also known as the VR Special Zone. So basically, like, this area is basically where they test out all the latest tech. And since the coastal area was created, we have promoted spreading public and private sectors together, promoting the creation of the city of VR ahead of the whole country. It's a little bit like the Echo Plaza in Kokoro Function, where they have a special district just to test out the latest features. And while, like the Echo Plaza, they test out the latest tech from the smart room, here they test out the latest VR in artificial intelligence tech. And I think it's like, seating is limited, so it's really hard to get tickets, and only one person in the club room has a secure ticket, the platinum ticket. And Makoto doesn't have a ticket and she wants one. But Asuka's like, well, I'm very sorry, it's really hard to get my father to do that. So if he was to do that, he may end up losing his job. So if he tried to like get a ticket through unconventional means, he may end up losing his job. Well, I'm really sorry. It can't be held. Well, I'll just give up. So it seemed that the director didn't really expect so much, so she immediately withdrew. It's like, oh yeah, I do hear rumors about the Pure Song Garden. So you mean I? Then I will be caught in a small year. Wait, what happened to Aitan? So I think her name is Kugane, the one with the turquoise hair. So it's like, well, there is a schedule to show off new technology that's currently in VR Idols at this live event. Well, that music video was fabulous, but is that really new technology? Oh no, that's different. It was really well made, but I'm very careful at just handling the technology of existence with care. So as what they say, it is good to make I. It was well made, but then the tech that's being used in I isn't really considered latest tech. I'm sorry, I do have something that I want to confirm though. So Asuka's asking, so Pure Song Garden is a VR festival. Is it any different than a regular music festival? Well, I'm pretty sure there is. So it looks like she's trying to change topics. So the story was progressing as everyone knew what they understood. So it's like as Kuon's telling Asuka, well, you know, Asuka, I don't really feel much like singing anymore. Well, to be exact, it is music and not a song. So it is a strong commitment that their favorite song, and they even catch the voice as one musical instrument for Asuka. The pursuit of my favorite sounds is amazing, but it seems nothing about anything but sounds, and the knowledge is quite small. I'm not really sure what they're talking about right now.
いろんなステージでライブをやるのは同じだけど、VR フェスは VR に関わったもの限定なんだ。
So I think that Asuka is confused about what the festival is. Like in a music festival, you get people that sing, but in the case of a VR festival, it's like if you have virtual idols that do the singing, they are on stage showcasing, compared to a traditional festival where we actually have people that do it. And I'm not really sure where the idea of what I composed with what song I composed comes into play. So because a performance using VR is kind of like a idol, so it does include VR instruments and the production of VR. Oh, okay, so it's like well, this VR festival, it's more than just VR idols singing. It also includes performances using VR instruments and basically the production of VR itself. So basically, if you try to make music using VR instruments, that also counts as a performance in the festival, or you can showcase it as well.
何らかの形で VR を使いなさいってことでしょうか。
So basically, anything with VR counts as the VR festival. Well, roughly that's what it is.
定義はざっくりしているが、参加するのは厳選されたアーティストだ。いい加減なことはすまい。
So the definition is pretty broad, but if you want to be able to participate and be one of the performers, you have to go through a carefully selected process. So it's said that the open use of regulated homebrew VR will be released in many places on festival day. Well, according to it, people are making VR idols by individuals that are coming all over again.
VR とは言いながら、現在公共で利用されているものは、そのほとんどが AR、つまり拡張現実でしかない。
Okay, so well, even though it's a VR festival, but a lot of things that people are using are more like AR, which stands for augmented reality. So extreme care has been taken to the use of VR technology to prevent people from getting confused due to the mixture of real and virtual. So even in the Daiba area, which is like the VR special zone, it stops in the area of AR as a whole, and MR, that is, when it becomes mixed reality, only a limited part has been realized.
台場全域でのシームレスな運用に至るには、まだまだ時間がかかるだろう。
So it'll take a long time to reach the seamless operation across the whole Daiba area.
だが、次世代に向けた挑戦は始まっている。今度のピュアソングガーデンもその一つだからね。
So, however, the challenge for the next generation has begun because the Pure Song Garden is one of them. So I'm not really sure what's the difference between VR and AR. And it's like, well, MR is like both, VR and AR. And it's like, well, VR is limited to this area because this is the VR special zone, but when people are at home and they try to use VR technology, they're actually using AR. And they're trying hard not to confuse VR with real life So I'm kind of interested about where all this terminology comes into place. I know it's quite difficult to understand. So anyways, it looks like the club activities have ended, and end on the topic of this Pure Song Garden festival. Well, because everything has happened, so Kuon was excited about the story of I, and I couldn't grasp the opportunity to touch other topics.
Kanata senpai, VR アイドルには興味ないって前から言ってましたからね。
So Kanata senpai did mention that he didn't really like VR idols.
そんなカナタも今回のアイタンには驚いたみたいよ。超可愛いってモエモエしてたから。
Well, he does seem surprised at the debut of I, because it's like another level of VR idol, and I do think that she looks cute, and that's probably what got attracted Kanata.
カナタ先輩がモエモエ。
So he does like the emo type, right? Hey, don't exaggerate, Kuon. Well, I don't deny that I is cute, but I didn't really go to the level of moi moi.
では先輩方、私はここで失礼いたします。
Okay, well then, please excuse me. So, Asuka's gonna leave now. So bowing carefully, Asuka disappears into the station premises. So she has overwhelming beauty that is eye-catching, even from the back, and does match the appearance of the current VR idols that are built to look like real girls.
ねえカナタ、私思ったんだけど。
Hey, Kanata, well, I did think about it, but
アスカちゃんみたいな子、お嫁にしたいって思わない？
so do you not want to be a bride for Asuka? Or like a husband? Wait, what are you talking about? It was all sudden, and I heard a stupid voice.
美少女だし、性格もいいし、礼儀もしっかりしてるし、カナタのお嫁さんにはああいう子がいいと思う。
Okay, so I think she's getting jealous. Like, well, you know, I'm a beautiful girl, I have a nice personality, I'm well-mannered, and I think I'm perfect for you. Well, surely, Asuka is cute, and for any girl of type of girl who wants to do it. But certainly, there will be no wives suddenly.
それともアスカちゃんみたいな子、タイプじゃない？
Or maybe you do prefer Asuka-chan, right? Hey, well, I didn't really say such a thing. Why did you bring this up?
だってほら、おじさまたちにカナタのこと任されちゃってるから。
Well, you know, even okay, yeah, you know, even my uncles have entrusted me to or entrusted you to us.
任された以上、お姉ちゃんとしてはゆりかごから墓場まできっちり面倒見てあげないとね。
So as long as I was appointed, I have to look after you very closely. So I think it's like the like his relatives and his parents, they entrusted, okay, Kuon, you can take care of Kanata while we're gone. Well, it is true that Kuon is responsible to take care of me in the absence of my parents. But then again, it doesn't really mean that. Hey, stop doing your usual sister attitude. You know, we're about the same age, and you're not considered an older sister in the first place.
そりゃあ、親同士が知り合いってだけのただの同居人だけど。
Oh, well, our parents know each other very well, and we live together, so... So, when I was small... Let's see. There were many houses of Kuyon, and I decided to take care of them at home. Well, it's been quite a while since then. So I think it's like, they live alone, she lives alone, so why don't we just put them together so that they can have company. And it's been like this for quite a long time. And it's like, take good care of Kanata while we're gone. And he was like, okay, I will. And I think she constantly goes overboard. That's why she becomes the clingy type. It's like, it's my job to take care of you as your older sister. And I say things like, so it turns out, after all, you don't really admire me as your older sister. Maybe you do treat me as like, you see me as like your sister, not your older sister. Maybe that's the better choice. Wait, why did she talk like that? Well, if Kanata says so, then maybe you can give your sister some, or like your younger sister some treatment, something beneficial. Well, I think it's best to keep her quiet. Okay then, so putting that joke aside, what do you think about Asuka-san, or Asuka-chan? Okay, so just pick from the following three. Okay, so we get to pick which one responds to tell Kuon. So 1 is, she's my favorite, 2 is, I love her, 3 is, I want to get married to her. So let's start with the first one. Oh, so that's why you do like Asuka-chan. But you know, whichever option I pick, it's gonna be the same. Well, that's right, I guess. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna rewind the story so that I can pick the other options. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the other options. I'll show you what it comes out to. So number 2 is I love her. So let's see what that comes out to. Oh, so you do love Asuka-chan, right? So once again, it's like yeah. So whatever you choose, it's gonna be the same. Well, yeah, that's right. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pick the third option. So hold on for a second. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna pick the third option. The I want to get married. And once again, you get the same response. Oh yeah, so that's why you do like Asuka-chan. And once again, he says, so whatever you choose, it's gonna be the same thing. Well, yeah, that's right. So either way, no matter what response you pick, it's gonna be the exact same result. Well, but what is it that you want to get married in number 3? Do you really don't like Asuka-chan? Well, okay, I do think I have a fair pulse. Well, if you told me that much, just let me check it. Okay, so he boots up his home screen and he changed the setting of the VR. Okay, well, let's say I do confess to Asuka. So what's the probability of that? Or the probability of getting a good reply from her. And now he was like, so how are you gonna do that then? Well, it's normal. You can't really do such thing, but for me now, that's quite possible. Okay, so he shows her. So, come out, Akashiki-kun. So he shouts out emergency voice commands to start the program. So this thing is called the future prediction system, also nicknamed Akashi-kun, and it's unique to his overtone system. Akashi-kun, your octopus at your service. Oh wow, this is a very cute octopus, says Kuon. No, it's not an octopus. It looks like one. Oh, so this is called Akashi-kun. Okay, well, nice to meet you then. Blank response. Well, although it is an ordinary story, even if other people talk to me, Akashi-kun will not react. So like, he only listens to my commands. So if other people talk to me about it, or other people try to communicate with this, it won't respond. Because I'm basically the client, Yamaha Kanata, and Kuon's just browsing the VR data as a guest. Okay. So what happens to this Akashi-kun? I told you, so the probability is checked and is being talked about. Okay, so it's a function to predict the possibility of all these future outcomes. So let's talk about it for time being. Well, let's just forecast what you mentioned earlier. So he asks the octopus-like figure. Okay, so future prediction, Akashi-kun. The possibility of Yamaha Kanata confessing to Shiminonori Asuka. Okay, so the prediction software is going to start to begin. So the octopus will start predicting the future. It's a computing. Hey, wait a minute, what's with this octopus at the end? Oh, it's a symbol of likeliness that the octopus is so possible to turn off by setting. So it's like, well, this is the future prediction system. It's basically in the octopus design, but I can always change it through settings. Oh, I see. So it was the person who made it. So Ritsu-chan or Ritsu-san. Well, even while talking about such thing, Akashi-kun continues to compute. Okay, so results are completed. Let's see what the results say. So the chance of Kanata confessing to Asuka and getting an okay and beginning to date is 12%. So 12%. So 12% is kind of small, but it is a bit of a bump over the 10%. So the chance of Kanata turning down the confession, 55%, or like basically he doesn't initiate it in the first place. Like he forgets to confess to her is 55%. So you see Asuka's like the son of a good cousin who does not do it okay even if confessed to a man.
下国にアスカがいきなり泣き出す 7%。
So the chance of Asuka So the chance of Kanata bursting into tears after being turned down by Asuka is 7%. Hey, wait a minute. What's with this prediction?
告白したら泣かれるとかマジ辛いわ。よーしよし、かなたきゅん、かわいそうでちゅね。
And Kuon's like, well, if you don't cry, don't worry. I'll be in your care, or you can be in my care. Hey, don't get all crazy about this.
未来予測の結果は以上タコ。残りの 26% はデータ不足により不明タコ。
So, the result of the future prediction is more than what the octopus can handle, so the remaining 26% is unknown due to lack of data. So he mentions that Akashiki-kun's prediction system is basically in beta, and they're still working on it. They're still testing it. So obviously the results aren't perfect, and they may be off. So data is sufficient. The proportion of known increases, and the result itself may not be available in some cases. Okay, so this is how I get dented by the feeling. Also, do you understand?
ああ、うん。なんか調子に乗っちゃってごめん。
Okay, so I'm sorry that I got into something. Well, I was apologized with a serious look. No, I guess that was not the result of being worried.
でも未来予測ができるなんてすごいんだね。どうやってんの？占いの類？
But then again, it's quite amazing that you can have something that can predict the future. It feels like fortune telling. Well, no, it just uses the big data that the GNC network has.
こんな可愛いタコさんなのに？
But then again, you look cute. Well, the octopus is an interest of Susan. So it's a favorite animal, and that's why she designed the prediction system to look like an octopus. But then again, it has the state of the art technology. So GNC actually stands for Global Network Company, and it provides resources to excellent engineers and conducts various researches. So it's like this world national research group. So they do collect a lot of data, and it's like, well, how can we make use of all this data that we're collecting? We probably have servers and servers full of data, and it's just well, maybe we can create a AI future prediction system, like Akashiki-kun. So after having dinner with Kuon, I was facing the grand piano in the living room. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stop here. This is enough for episode 2. I know that there's a lot of things that were really hard to understand in episode 2, especially with VR, AR, MR, and how the development of Daiba went, and what the VR festival is about. But hopefully we will get some more clarification later on in the story. But we do see that there's a lot of technological data out there, especially with the GNC and all the research data. And in a sense, Akashiki-kun really reminds me of Bell from Kokoro Function. It talks to the user through voice and human interactions, but it is limited in the sense that only the original owner can interact with the program. And if other people they can see it, they can talk to it, but it won't respond. So for the rest of the episode, just enjoy Kanata playing on this nice grand piano, the Steinway Model D.